PA system in the office. Should you need more keys, your folks downtown can make copies or they can buy them from us, whatever they want to do. Silver keys have a part number and it ends in FD, front door.
Sorry.
The other one ends in RD, rear door. All you guys ever need to worry about is the front door. Goes in, turns. There it is there.
Ooh.
Yeah, ooh, starting the sound system is no more difficult than hitting the on switch there. It needs about 90 seconds to boot up and do all the fun computer things that it needs to do, but that should be all you have to do is that right there. So while the sound system's starting, there's a connection for a computer right there. So that's where your computer cable will hook in. And then should you have audio that you're going to play off the computer, it would plug in with the 3.5mm connector right below it. The HDMI video connection over here is future only. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't go anywhere. It's future connection. Everything else is labeled. This is where you'll do most of your work, is on this control panel here. These guys here, the control panel is locked, so somebody has to really want to try and get in there and to do something to mess up the wireless. Here are our microphone connections, mic 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, the control knobs for them, and then we have local connections here. We also have duplicate connections in the floor on the stage here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're an audience perspective looking at the stage, it's left to right. 1 and 2 show up on the front of the stage as well. Should you want to use a corded microphone on the front of the stage, you can plug it into the front. Just remember they're all parallel connections, so wherever you see a number 1, that's this control knob, and that's this connector. The connector stays right, and on the front there. So there are 3 number 1s out there. You can only use one at a time. You can use more than one, but your results may vary. I'd only suggest using one of the number 1s or one of the number 2s.
You guys have a map for us, or is it's each one's labeled?
Each one is permanently labeled, and when we're done with this, we want to pop it up and look at it. It is on a stainless steel plate engraved. So the label will never wear off. It will never go away. It is permanently there. Those are the volume knobs for that. We have control here for the choir mics. The wiring and infrastructure is all there on the ceiling, so whenever it's time to purchase and install them, they're by the lights kind of mid-stage there, 2 little black dots on the plates up there. We have handheld wireless 1 and handheld wireless 2. That's what these 2 are right now. There's space and provisions for additional wireless mics down the road if you choose to do that. We have the additional controls for the wireless that aren't here for the Body Pack 1 and Body Pack 2. These guys are not here. They don't work. Hi, Henry.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So don't even worry about those guys. The 2 handhelds are all you have at this time. Handheld microphone.
I'm recording, Henry.
To turn it on, all we have to do is to press the red button on the bottom.
Nice.
It lights up. Give it a few seconds. All done and ready to go. You can see that it's microphone 2 that's working here. And if I turn down RF2 here, I go away in the house. Just as simple as that. To turn it off, press and hold. The display will come up and say off. That's it. Changing the batteries is real easy. Spins apart. There they are inside, 2 AA's. I don't suggest using rechargeables. I suggest using fresh alkalis each time. Have some spares laying around just in case. You don't want the show to not go on because of 2 little AA batteries. They're sitting in here. Remote for the projector. You don't really need to use this, but it's here just in case. Here is a remote for the CD iPod. That is this unit here. CD goes in the middle. Of course, your iPod goes in there, or other Apple device that has a appropriate mating dock like that. To close this, you got to be sure to push the little gray button in the back. Push that, and it'll slide right back in. There's also a connection here for a 3.5 connector for the Android folks, or anything that's not Apple that you want to play something out of. You can put it in right there. There's one little tricky thing about this. It has 3 separate inputs on it. So you have CD, iPod, and aux in. In white here there are 2 labels. One says shift, one says source select. You have to push shift and source select to go to the next device. Right now it's on CD. If I do it again, it might say no iPod. Nope, it just won't let you go. Unless there's something plugged in here or plugged in here, it will not let you change to another input. So you have to be prepared to let it do its job. Standard controls here for the CD player. Most of the time everybody just uses their little screen on their iPod to control playback on the dock over here. And of course none of the other devices or controls will work on the 3.5 when you're plugged in here. Two more controls up here that we didn't talk about. One is for the CD player. The CD player is pretty generic, but that's this entire unit right here. That one volume control does the CD, the iPod, and the 3.5 connection there. The video one, this controls the volume for this connection here. And then on the behind the curtain stage right, there's another connection in the wall over there. So you can plug in either locally here or over there. You can only use one connection at a time, but there's a switch in the back that will automatically switch to whichever one you plug into. So there's nothing else you need to push, just plug it in where you want it to go, and that's it. Turning the projector on is really easy.
It says
That's
on.
it.
Okay.
It needs a good minute or 2 minutes to warm up all the way, and you have to roll the screen down on the wall out here. So if somebody has a key, they can roll the screen down and we can see how this looks. Kevin, you want to plug in your laptop?
I could press pause, right?
You can press pause.